Friends, have you ever looked at your dog's kibble and said to yourself, this looks like cereal that's gone to war? Well, we're going to fix that today, and the food will no longer look like drywall. It's going to look like dinner. I'm Dr. Cie, longevity expert, Papillon breeder, and much more. And I'm the only person you know that has more kitchen appliances than shoes. And if you think that's weird, my husband, he has more vacuum cleaners than clothes, probably. Yeah, he has a lot of vacuum cleaners. So let's get to it. Commercial dog food is kind of like dating apps. You never really know what you're going to get. So rather than try to read that label and figure out what it means, it's easier to control the quality of your dog's food. And in this way, you'll end up with less visits to the vet and much healthier, happier dogs that enjoy their food a lot more too. Let's get started by talking about ratios. And we're not talking about dating apps, we're talking about dog food. So we're gonna go with 80, 10, 10. We're going to go 80% muscle meat. Yes, this means turkey and beef and chicken and even heart, because heart is actually a muscle. It's not an organ. The next 10% is going to be organ meats, and only half of that should be liver. So the other half could be secreting organ meats like kidney or spleen, something like that, maybe even lung. And just remember, if this is making you ill, this is your dog's idea of Michelin star dining. The next 10% is bone or calcium, so you can make that eggshell powder or bone meal. This keeps the calcium to phosphorus ratio balanced, so your dog doesn't end up with the bone density of a potato chip. Now that we've taken care of the protein, let's talk about vegetables, because 10 to 15% of the entire mix will be vegetables. This could be olive oil, MCT oil. You could even use some oil of the C60. And you can also use one of my dog's personal favorites, beef tallow. Melt it and just pour it on the top. Yum, yum. They really love that. So when you make your bone broth and the beef tallow comes to the top, scrape it off and keep it and melt it into their dog food. And now for the biohacking. You know I can't resist. So you can always throw a scoop of collagen into your mix. Then you can add some cordyceps or lion's mane mushrooms. That's excellent for brain health. I do it every day and I give it to them as well. And we never forget our red light therapy, because that makes their little mitochondria do a happy dance. And that's always good for everybody. And now let's talk about what you definitely should not put in there. First of all, I just want to remind you not to put in too much liver, because it can be an overdose of vitamin A. And you got to be careful of those fat-soluble vitamins that the water cannot just rinse out. Never use onions, grapes, raisins, or macadamia nuts in the mix, because that's like kryptonite to dogs. So let me tell you one of my little shortcuts. Sometimes I take some of that lovely little freeze-dried, super healthy food that you can buy. I don't want to tell you which brand to buy, but there are some very good brands, and you can read the label and find some with blueberries and a lot of really nice sweet potato and things like that in it. Sometimes I take a shortcut and cook some of that, just add some hot water and let it hydrate, and then they really like it. I use a little bit of that sometimes because it really speeds up the process. So depending on how much time you have, they really like it, and it's loaded with vitamins and minerals too. You may be a little bit challenged with the mushrooms, but that's why we have Fullscript, and that's why I am offering you a Fullscript account. So you can go on there and just search functional mushrooms and find those mushrooms. I'll show you what I use. This is a fabulous blend of lots of mushrooms that are wonderful for their health, and I recommend this because it really works wonders, and it really does perk them up all day long. I hope this is a good hint, and it won't be the last. So please try some of these steps and try to go to your butcher and find some interesting wonderful meat to put in their dog food, you'll get all those organ meats you want at the butcher because humans don't want to eat them. And the butcher has them. You can get them organic. You can't believe the things that they will come up with for you. So go into the butcher, give it a try. I know you won't be disappointed. You might have to go to 2 stores. Sometimes the butcher just isn't hanging out waiting for you. But boy, the dogs love it. And you can get some of those marrow bones. Oh boy. And if you are making your own bone broth, definitely get some organic chicken feet and throw those chicken feet in there. I know it sounds disgusting, but you're not going to eat the chicken feet, and you're just going to get the benefits of those chicken feet that are so rich in collagen. And it's great for the dogs too. So if you're making your own bone broth, you can also throw some of the bone broth on top of the dog food because dogs think that is amazing. Please share this with a friend and know that what I always say is true. Suffering is optional, and I think your dogs want to eat well. Some of this won't sound so good to you, but it's honestly not that expensive, and the dogs will go crazy over it. Do what you can for them because they don't do for themselves. They're domesticated and they want you to do it. They expect you to do it. They love for you to do it. So life is what you make it. Make it great for your dogs because when you make it great for them, you make it great for you.